Hi guys, welcome to the live stream. Stay curious. Hello, uh, Mugwasa, you're here. Thank you for coming. Cooking time now. Yeah. just say we're making dinosaur nuggets? Bruh, no. You're wrong for that. So funny. Stop it. You're out of order. John Santos, out of order. Anna said hi. Hello, Anna. Welcome to the live stream. Ali Tagus CV, I don't know what this means. People keep saying this, I don't know. Sadie said hi. Jeffrey Charles said hi. Jeffrey Charles said, how are you? I'm good, Jeffrey. How are you? You have a hi? No? Mugwasa, I'm always cooking for my family. Thank you. Yeah, we see you with that cake comment. I see you. Little Penny, I see you. Ain't nobody get cake to bake out here. Guys, while you're here, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for being here, Little Penny. I know you are. I know you're playing around. So, today we are making something unusual, but very usual for me. We're gonna make some veggies, some wet fried pork and some ugali on the side. So if you know me, you know I love my ugali. I hope I have ugali flour, otherwise I'm gonna call the police to do something. Okay, so yeah. Fried pork, what kind of oil? I use olive oil, but if the pork produces enough oil, I don't have to add anything. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil because that's exactly what I'm using to cook. Yeah. And I'm basically making that with veggies and ugali. I wish I had green veggies, but I only have cabbage over here, so I have no option. I don't know. I don't know which oil is the best, guys. This is Centol. I'm making some ugali with some veggie and wet fried pork meats. So kimchi, no, I have never had kimchi. So I'm done with the veg. I'm just gonna prepare my tomatoes, my onions, and this is coriander. I'm gonna have to add this. into my veggie. Hi Eugene, welcome to the live stream. Making some ugali. Ugali is, I don't know how to put it, but it's made from corn or maize. People call it corn, some people call it maize. So it's basically maize meal. It's a meal made with corn or maize. And then we have our veggie, and we're gonna make our wet fried pork. Okay? In the protein department, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So now we're just doing our veg wash to get this process going. Seasoning for the pork, I use spices. I'm gonna have some black pepper, some red chili pepper. I think I'm gonna add cayenne. No, paprika. Why do I always call this cayenne? Paprika. Okay. Paprika, black pepper, red chili pepper. Yes. This is dinner. This is dinner, sir. I want them to have a stringy look, so I'm gonna cut them in strings. I don't want them to be cubed and tiny. So I've already cut my veggies and put them aside. I'm having cabbage with this. Oops. What time am I going to invite you, Lord? When the food is ready. But now you can learn how to make it while you watch. So stick around. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, otherwise I won't get any traffic. Yeah, I'm being careful, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I've done it a lot because being in the kitchen is not a joke. Yeah, but I try not to. You can bring wine. Unfortunately, I don't take any wine. But some juice would be nice, I guess. Yeah. Some juice, some lemonade, some virgin mojito. Yeah, okay. All those will do. Thank you. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is cut my tomatoes, and then I'm going to cut my green chilies, because ever since I got them, I can't function without them. Yeah. These are my green and red bell peppers. I'm going to go there. And I'm going to get on next with our tomato. You're going to remove the bad part on the bottom. Okay, put it aside. And then I'm going to grate my tomatoes because it's always easier this way. not simple. Do I have garlic? No, I don't like the smell of garlic on anything except when I'm making pilau, and even then, I have rarely used it. So I am not a fan of garlic at all. Like, if I was never to buy something, it would be garlic. Yeah, unless it has to save my life, then maybe I would buy it. Thank you, Eugene. My fingers are safe. Thank you. Okay, we're done with our tomato. We're gonna put this aside. Okay, put that aside. I have a very tiny counter, so. That's done. Onion. First of all, my husband doesn't like being on camera. And second of all, I don't have kids. The grater, I just place it in the water, in the flashing sink, and it just takes all the grated particles out. And then you scrub it from the inside just to be safe, and gently on the outside. So that's because it's easier to wash it from the inside. Again, I always use the part that is easier to remove. Like the part that is easier to wash, sorry, not remove. The part that is easier to wash. Well, I will tell him as soon as he gets home, don't worry. I will tell him, Eugene. He wouldn't mind saying hi to you. Yeah, so that's how I wash my grater. I placed it on the top. I have two taps. One has like a showery head. That's like a lot of pressure comes out with the water, so that's how I wash it. I'm in Bulgaria. This is Bulgaria. Eugene, this is Bulgaria. Eastern Europe. Yes. Yes, yes. Really. Thank you. So I want my onions to be stringy as well. So I'm not going to cut them up or anything. I'm just going to leave them like that. I'm going to put them aside. That's done. This needs to go back. And these. Yeah, like if you use it often, I feel like it doesn't rust, and I use mine like every day. Um, if you don't want it to rust, actually, if you're always cutting tomatoes into your meal, make sure you're grating them instead. Then the grater gets the job, and yeah, so it doesn't really rust when you use it. Yeah, mine in Nairobi used to rust as well because sometimes I was grating with one side and not cooking some other times. So yeah. And then when I started using it constantly, that literally changed. So try to always use it, like just use it for cutting, for grating your tomatoes. They're gonna look something like this. They're gonna look something like that. So if you're constantly using it, it doesn't rust actually. It honestly doesn't rust. Write a book about what? Eugene. What should I write about? Interesting. Yeah, well, sounds fascinating. I mean, I'm not that big of a deal. I don't know if you know that, but I'm not really that big of a deal in the world. I'm like a drop of a creator. And yes, I've been consistent, but like, I know it's going to take time to grow and be known and do all that stuff. But yes, thank you so much. Ronald, no, it's on lunch. We are making dinner. Yeah, I know it's different timing everywhere. Here it's night time. We're making dinner. Yeah. Arnold said hi. Ronald also said hi. Well, I know it starts small eventually. Yes, it is. But I don't mind it for now. But like a book and for cooking, yes, maybe I might have a website or a link or something. But for now, I haven't grown enough to do it. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I would. Yeah. So for now, people get to watch for free, I guess. When I start charging for the link, we're going to see. Yeah, I know. So, okay. Well, that's my green chilies. I'm going to add this, by the way. On top of the black pepper, I'm going to add green chilies into my wet fried pork. Okay? Yes. I think Penny asked this. Yeah, you're going to add some green chilies to this. So, my meals are always spicy. I am from Africa. We use a lot of spices for food. Yes. Sure, I can bake. Am I an expert baker? No. Would I bake something? Yes. Just some basic baking skills. Literally basic. Maybe the future me will do better, but for now, she hasn't gotten there yet. And she's learning things. And the important part about this is I'm just having fun while doing this. I don't want to put in too much pressure and expectations. But if I get there, then I get there. God's time. Yeah. Ah, thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna cut, I have turned my board because I have this big ass board. One side I use for veggies, one side I use for meat. The meat side is always this dotted part with holes because, yeah, I use my meat hammer. Let's check on the, yes, the poles are there. It has a pulse. Okay, let's cut it out. I haven't made pork in weeks. Yes. For some reason I wasn't feeling like it. I was constantly putting it aside, not wanting to do anything with it. And then today I just said, screw it. I'm gonna make some. Oopsie daisy. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna cover this up and tie it up afresh. Okay dear, good night. Thank you for watching. Wendy Max said hi. Hi Wendy. Welcome to the live stream. Extra pressure. I'm just gonna cut them in some cubes. Yes, little cubes. They look like watermelon. Good morning, Diane Q. Good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, so our meat is done. I'm gonna wash it and set it aside. Then we can turn on the heat and start doing everything now. I always like to prep everything like this before I turn on the heat, because once I turn on the heat, it's a lot of pressure, the pan is heating, something needs to be turned, and you don't get the time to actually cut anything. Now this needs to go to the fridge. Let's turn on some heat. Start with that one heat. Release your pressure. Ashake, hi, welcome. Oops. Virginia Lopez, hi. Luado Lee says you're kind of thick. I am thick, thanks. Diana to you says good evening. Good evening, Diana. Wambi Max said hi. I think I said hi to them. Fumizile Shadgasa said hi. And Sarato Diallo said hi. Hi guys. Welcome to the live stream. I just turned on my pork meat over here. I'm just gonna let it cook with the water that is within it. Then when it starts to dry, we're gonna do all that in here. But now we're gonna make the veggie. After the veggie, we're gonna make the side, which is the ugali. Yes. So I'm just waiting for this oil to be ready. I think it is ready now. Yep. That's the sound. Not of the price going up, just the sound. Yes, the very novel sound of the oil heating up. Janice, like fixing your plate? Yes, sweetie, I'm fixing your plate. Uh, Evangelist Gaston said hi. Abraham, hello. What do you think? Ram, Ugandan. You're from Uganda. Thank you for being here. John Ozori said hi. Hi, John. Mwangai said hi. Movement 1 said hi. Chantal said hi. John Ozori said hi. Balina said hi. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you liking and subscribing. Don't forget that. And even to be crispy brown in color. Yeah, so the pork. The chocolate cake is not on the menu. Yeah, so Botimello said hi. Oh, bakery, okay. Jackson, we see you. Yeah, we see you a lot. Adeyemi said hi. Hi, Adeyemi. was doing some step box aerobics from home, which was basically step box and dance mixed up together. Next Saturday, don't miss that. I will show you some moves then. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go in with our onions first. The next thing is our red and green bell peppers. We're gonna add that in there. Just want to give them a bit of time. And then we're going to add our tomatoes. Once you add, make sure you're flipping it to go to the bottom. That's our ugali. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to add some salt to this to help the tomatoes melt faster. That's why you're watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Might be nothing, but it means a lot to small creators like myself. Okay. This needs a space. I'm going to keep this. So, added some salt. It's good. I'm gonna put my black pepper and my paprika. Just a tiny bit, not too much. Just a tiny bit. And my red chili pepper. Yes. Okay, that's good. We're gonna add our green chilies. I know, it's wild. Richard, hi. Thanks, Jackson. We have Thomas. Hi. Ronaldo Super, hi. We're gonna add these green chilies to this. Just to give it the spiciness. And our meal is done, dusted, and ready. We're going to let it sit there for a while I warm this. Good. This is, it's like, what do I call it? Coriander. This is coriander, but it's coriander from here. Hi Thomas, how are you? Hi DQ. Yeah, so this is coriander, but it's coriander from here. I'm just going to take a handful and put some in my veggie, the cabbage. Just going to pan it out a little. And then I'm gonna let it stay in the long. Yes, then I'm gonna stop this and show you how it looks like with our ugali on the side. Cooking 1 hour. It's done. It's over. Thank you for being here. So remember, our pork has tomatoes, onions, green and red bell peppers, black pepper, cayenne, yes, cayenne, and some red chili pepper, and some green chilies, fresh green chilies, yes. Excuse me. I'm going to add a veggie on the side, like that. Coming away from the heat, they're all off. Yes, the next thing we're going to want to do is cut our ugali and add it on the side and show you how the whole meal looks like. Okay guys, don't move. This is the final best part about cooking. You get to see the final presentation of the meal, and for me that's just the magic. Okay? Yes. So this is very hot. I'm just going to use my napkin over here, and I'm going to put it in my hands. I'm going to use this for garnish on the meat. Yes, I'm showing you. Patience, please. Yes, I'm just going to garnish it with this tiny bit more. Okay, you ready? Yep. Oh. Yeah, so, thank you. Oh, Penny, you came back. Thank you for coming back to see the final presentation. So we have our wet fried pork on the upper corner up here, and our veggie with some coriander in the mix. That's what's giving it the green look. And our ugali on the side. Doesn't it look amazing? Yes, it's very yummy. Also, our wet fried pork is actually very spicy because it has red chilies, red chili powder. It has black pepper. It also has green chilies, fresh green chilies, and it also has cayenne, which is not really spicy, but yeah, it has cayenne and black pepper. Yes, and then we fried it with some tomatoes, some onions, some green and red bell peppers. That was literally it. And then I just garnished it with the coriander. Yes, yeah. This is a typical meal in Kenya. Hi DQ, thank you from Canada. Thank you for being here. I actually wish, like, if I could get somebody that would actually come and taste these meals if you guys were closer. It would have been nice, and someone can write a review, a Yelp review. Yeah. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you always for tuning into my live stream while I'm creating my content. I appreciate you for always coming here to see this. Every single day I go live, I see a lot of people repeating to come back. And please, thank you. I can smell that nice food from here in the UK. Thank you, David. I appreciate you for being here. Yeah, so I love that every time I do this, I get a lot of positive comments from people. Yeah, I would try to do that. I'm not gonna stop it. Yeah, this team just keeps, no, yes, it's not gonna stop.
No? Okay. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I love you. I know it's late in the night. Thank you for watching. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching from. And before I go, I do live fitness sessions every single day of the week except on Saturday, which I do dance sessions from home. I hope you can tune into that. And every single evening, I do my live meal preparation. So if you're ever like a foodie, a fan, of food preparations, you should tune in every single evening. I make meals. Okay, I make meals. Okay. Hi, sis. That's my sister, you all. Bevelyn, yeah, that's my sister. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Like, guys, like, what do you think? What do you think of this meal? Would you make it? Would you try it? I know this is ugali, but it's not like out of the blues. It's just something that you make with maize meal or corn meal. I don't know. A lot of people just call it maize meal from where I'm from, but both corn and maize can make it. Some people say maize is white and corn is yellow. Yes. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. We are starving. We're gonna try this. This is pork, wet fried pork. Okay? Thank you, sis. Yes. No, DQ. I have a husband. Thank you. Thank you, David. So, guys, I am ranting, but I'm also starving. I haven't taken a shower since I did the dance. So, thank you so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you for being here. Bye. Also, if you've missed watching this, you can review the video. It helps me a lot with the monetization. Thank you so much. Bye. Love you. Thank you, David.